We don't want sheep to get out, but we want water to still go through. We're gonna make a little culvert out of PVC. That's the ticket. No, we're not burning any pastures. We are gonna spray our fence lines today. Step one, make sure you plug the drain of whatever sprayer tank you're using. Otherwise you waste chemicals and you kill grass. See what size it is. Let's definitely not that one. Not blank. That's what this. Oh, it's too big. Be a good thick one though. Oh, let's see here. This one don't fit quite right. That's all I got. We'll just roll it on. It's the beauty of rubber, it'll stretch. All right. Put that on. We'll measure out what we need. There. Just realized that O-ring is not chemical resistant. It's not gonna make it more than one spraying, probably. No matter how invincible you think you are, gloves, latex gloves, and chemicals are a must. I'm sure with all the chemicals and other crap we put in our food, probably why our cancer rates are so high. So I'm sure these chemicals that don't go in my food are even worse for me. I just realized I didn't show you earlier. I fill this with a little bit of water and then test my spray nozzle to make sure I have the pattern that I want. So, tidbit for you. All right, I was over here just spraying the fence lines and stuff, and then I just had to point this out. So this is a paddock that has not been grazed yet. Hasn't been touched other than when they were all three of this side right here were all one big one. Anyways, my point being is that once you look at this, look at that. Maybe this will be a better comparison. So what I'm talking about is all this little brushy stuff, they've ate all the leaves off of it. And then on this side, obviously it's all grown up and nice and thick. Now, that was kind of my plan a little bit, but I wasn't 100% sure that they were gonna eat it because they've never really showed interest in it before. And we've actually, we had some other paddocks before we added this on that had it, and they nibbled on it here and there, but for the most part they didn't touch it. So we ended up spraying it to get rid of it. So now I'm hoping that them eating all the leaves off of this stuff will essentially kill that. I don't even know what the plant is, but this is it right here. Like I said, I'm not sure what kind of plant it is, but I mean, they have just cleaned it off. Look at it. There's not one leaf on that thing. So that's very good. That means that obviously that plant won't be able to use photosynthesis and won't be able to make its own food. Hopefully it dies. If not, it's something that we're gonna have to address. But all this has to, we gotta clear some trees out and then throw some grass down here, probably in fall. I don't know if we'll, I'd like to leave the trees to an extent because I like it a little bit for shade, for me to come out here and hang out and play with the kids and maybe build a tree house at some point. That's the only 3 chickens we have, or sorry, only 4 chickens we have left. There was 5, I don't know where he's at. I'm pretty sure there's a bald eagle that is eating them because we saw him the other day, and after we saw him come down and he swooped down, we didn't see him fly away with anything, but later that day our turkey was gone. So I don't mind feeding them, but they ate all of the chicken other than these ones. So I don't know what we're gonna do as far as keeping them, because I love the eagle being around. I don't want to necessarily do anything to deter it. So like if, for instance, you can call conservation and they'll actually relocate them, but I don't want to do that. So we'll see what we can come up with. They will also, they'll pay you for livestock you've lost. Obviously, if it was a lamb, it'd be a bigger thing. The chickens we're not as concerned about, but obviously we wanted to eat them. So we'll see what happens. I know you can't see far away with this camera, but I'm hoping that maybe you can see the difference. See how much thinner all the undergrowth is over here and how thick it is over there? So I'm hoping that this works. We'll see. I'm also hoping they get right here around the pond too. Those of you that are wondering, so these fences from our paddocks that we did last year, they're loose, and the reason being is actually these posts, while they did not look rotted, honestly, I'm not 100% sure if it's a rotting issue or if the ground is just so soft underneath that. So we pulled these tight. They were good and tight like the rest of the fence, and then over, well, literally about a year, it's got to a point where it's sagging, and it has a cross brace going from the top and everything. The only thing I can think of is these, like I said, these ones that have already been here, these aged posts. I'm pretty sure that they just can't hold that pressure, because if I can wiggle these a little bit. I don't know if you can see it on camera or not. The new one that we put in though, I can't wiggle it. So like I said, I'm not 100% sure if what's the issue, but that'll probably be something we tackle this winter. So you've kind of seen what we're gonna do. We're gonna do it, all right, we already did it right there. We actually have 2 more up here that we need to do this with. And it's nothing, it's basically the way the land eroded from the cattle actually that were on it. They, for whatever reason, right there at that, these used to be complete corners. So basically you know, you could walk around and go straight around this way. This stuff wasn't here, none of this. Well, anyways, they did the same thing up there, and them walking over it and walking past it every day. And the previous owners, they had cattle, and they ended up just wearing it down to a point that, well, they compacted it, I guess, and it we need to backfill it. But I don't have any clean dirt, so we're just going to do rocks right there for now, because the other thing is we always put our our water trough. It always goes in the corner where the hydrants are. So whether it's in that paddock, this paddock, or this one, it's always the same spot. Whenever it's driving, once it's in gear, it won't turn off. That's why it's dangerous to do that. But Daddy knows how he can do it safely and not have to worry about running you or somebody else over, or myself. I'd let you ride in the bucket, but it's a little full. Yes, you're right. There's not a lot around when I do that. We don't want sheep to get out, but we want water to still go through. We're gonna make a little culvert out of PVC. That's the ticket. Hey everyone, real quick. If you haven't already, please hit the like button. Share this video on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or whatever social media platform you use, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Those are the 3 biggest things you can do to help our channel grow and to support our channel. That brings me to my next thing. A lot of people have been asking about how they can support us. And while we appreciate the offer to give monetary donations, we just don't accept them. What you can do instead is, there's a link down below in the description. That link will take you to Farm Focus website that has our Freedom Farms merchandise on it. All of our apparel on there is 100% made in the USA. The shirt is made here, the decals are made here, and then they're put on the shirts all here in the United States. There's also decals on there, and shortly there'll be sweatshirts. So if you're interested in that stuff, please go check out Farm Focus website. The link is down below in the description. It'll take you straight to our shop. Thank you, and enjoy the videos.